to a post-Infinity War world. And we're going to get to the spoilers. Okay. Like I said, there's going to be spoilers. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, the depressing, the good. But like I said, you haven't seen the movie yet? What's wrong with you? Go out and see it. Like me, I saw it twice. Alright. I'm still at a loss for words a lot. Okay, I mean, 10 years of these different movies all accumulated into one. It is actually one universe. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, okay? There's never been something like this, ever, okay? And like I said, and a lot of people say, alright, Disney, Marvel, alright, they just fucking pimp slapped fucking DC and went, bring it. They ain't gonna. Okay, they're not going to be able to do it. Okay, 10 years. Think about this, alright? Say if you were in 2008, alright, and say you were 10 years old. Just say. 2008, you're 10 years old, your parents bring you to go see Infinity War. Alright? Scenario, this is what I'm saying. There's people that grew up watching these movies for the past 10 years. Okay, there's people like me. Okay, 10 years ago, I was 29. Okay? I didn't grow up watching them. I grew up reading the books, the comics. Alright, I know about the Infinity Gauntlet. I know about Thanos from back in the 90s, early 90s. Kids these days, when the Russo brothers said Thanos is going to be the biggest, the baddest, the best villain you'll ever see. That's the God honest truth. Okay, Thanos. 5 minutes into the movie, I mean, literally, you find out how much this guy wants to complete his goal. He has one objective, and there's going to be things thrown at him, which I will get later into, involved, like I said, spoilers, involved, that is going to just make you gonna go, why is this guy doing this? Okay, this is going to make people rack their brains, but I understand. I kind of can understand where he's coming from. But everybody, I mean, in the theater, I've had people, I mean, at the end of the theater, normally you hear, yeah, cool, right? And then they shut up for the after credits. This theater in Merritt Island, Florida, no one was cheering. No one was saying a word. I mean, literally, I looked around, and people were just there, just like, what am I supposed to do next? Alright, people didn't know how to react to Infinity War. They just didn't. They just had no clue. They thought, oh, cool. Like I had people, like, everybody says, oh, Marvel's for kids. No, it's not. Okay, but like I said, Thanos is the main antagonist. Plus, he's trying to be an anti-hero. He does do what he set out to do. That's one of the things. Now, let me get involved. It starts off at the end of Thor Ragnarok and the evacuation shuttle or spaceship, and Thanos already is killed most of the or at least half. I'm thinking because of his normal thing, he probably saved half and killed half. He kills Loki straight. I mean, but that's neither here or there. But the best part was Loki's standing there, holding the Tesseract, and goes, yeah, but he goes, we have a Hulk, like throwback from the first Avengers. Awesome. He does that. It was a throwback to the first Avengers. At that split second, you realize Loki was an Avenger. Okay? Loki, he's the god of mischief. But you know what? Everybody's like, oh my god, Loki's dead, blah, 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 blah. He was only supposed to do this amount of movies, now he's dead. Thanos said, yeah, there's no, you ain't coming back from this after he kills him. Hulk, when he battles Hulk's winning and everybody in the theater's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Ebony Maw goes, let him have his fun. All of a sudden, he just overpowers Hulk, starts beating the crap out of him. And then he picks him up and just body slams him. When Hulk first got punched, he felt it because he's like, oh, like, what the fuck? Like, no, Thor's never hit me. But I think Thor has probably maybe tuned it down a little when he fights the Hulk. He might want to hurt him. I don't know. That's just a theory. And then Heimdall gets killed after he sends the Hulk after he got beat. And Loki gets killed. He sends Heimdall sends the Hulk back to Earth. Crash lands in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Doctor Strange and Wong are there. They then he's telling them Thanos is coming. Thanos. We see Tony and Pepper Potts in a park in New York. Doctor Strange shows up. Hey, I'm Doctor Strange. We need to talk about the Infinity Stones. He brings them to the Sanctum. You see Banner go, Tony, I'm back, blah, blah, blah. Banner has no clue what happened with Civil War. Okay, he has no clue that they're on it because he's like, we need to get the band back together. Tony goes, okay. He doesn't tell him right away, and he goes, all right, how long do we have? He goes, what's the timetable? He goes, I don't know. He has two of the Infinity Stones. He has the Power Stones, and he has the Space Stone. I don't know. They start going back and forth. Then he explains to him like this. They want to... hey, we could stop Thanos from getting the Time Stone so he can't do his friggin'... We could destroy this stone. Let's put it in a garbage disposal. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Thanos is going to come soon. So, Tony's all freaking out. He's kind of, because remember, I mean, since he's seen this, all he knows is everybody's gonna die. He's had this thing in his head for the past 6 years. Something bad's gonna happen. So he tells him, no, Thanos is the reason for the attack in New York back in the original Avengers, etc. Blah blah blah. He's telling Loki. I can't remember offhand if he told him that he killed Loki. Then after that, from New York, it goes to space. And it literally says, space. It's kind of funny. And then you're like, Guardians. You've seen from the trailer, he splats on the window of the Guardian ship, and... He gets pulled in, blah, 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 blah. There's some funny back and forth. Thor goes, him, Rocket Raccoon, and Groot go do their own thing to go make Thor a new hammer. Which is I think Thor, it's the best honestly, putting those three together is the best. Um, so so Tony and Tony Banner, Wong, and Doctor Strange are in New York. Ebony Maw shows up with the big guy. I don't remember his name, and he goes, "I can't change." And the Hulk doesn't want to come out. Hulk doesn't come out because the Hulk's scared. So, in my opinion, because he just got his ass beat. There was a funny thing. He calls Ebony Maw. Tony calls Ebony Maw, Squidward off of SpongeBob SquarePants. That was funny. Um, he gets Doctor Strange finally after a little fight in the city. Spider-Man sees it, gets his friend to distract the other students. He goes and helps. They all go up to the Ebony Maw's. It's a Q ship, I think. I don't know. That's what everybody's been calling it. The donut ship, whatever. I like the Q ship. They go up there. Tony goes, let go, I'll catch you. He goes, no, I got this. Tony says something to Friday. She releases the Iron Spider suit that meets up with him while he's falling because he's losing oxygen. Tony tries to send him home. He is just, as Tony said, you're just a stowaway. He made him an Avenger, though. That's cool. They beat Enemy Ma the funniest way possible. Is the whole, he goes like he did the first movie. Remember that old movie in the walking thingies and you went around them with a rope? He kind of did the same thing but with aliens. Basically, they blew a hole. Enemy Ma went out into deep space, which, I mean, Thanos, I'll get to that. So they take the shuttle and they pilot to Titan. So they go to Titan. Now it goes back to the Guardians. The Guardians are all about Ebony Maw comes back and he's all like, he's out in space, so he's not back. Sorry. I'm doing like two things at once. The Guardians. Alright, Gamora. The Guardians go to nowhere where the Collector is. They get in there, they see the Collector and Thanos stepping on the Collector's chest. And he's like, where's the stone? And he's telling him, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. So Drax and Mantis, but mostly Drax and even Gamora, you see him stab Thanos, get him on the ground. He's like, why, daughter? Blah, blah, blah. She's crying because she killed her father, she thinks. But he already got the fucking red reality stone. So he goes, nope, I've already won, dudes. Everything that was fake disappeared. Then it gets, okay, she tries to stab him again or something. He doesn't let her. And she told Peter Quill, she told Star-Lord, do not let me get him. All right? Do not let him take me if you have to kill me. He tried to kill her. Thanos used the stone, the reality stone, and made the bullets or the laser from his gun into bubbles, which was kind of cute. I mean, you kind of have to think about it. The guy could have done anything. He turns the thing into a bubble gun. Okay, I mean it was cute. It's not like, and then he's back and forth with Star-Lord and Gamora, and he finally takes her, and he looks at him, and he goes, because he goes, oh, you're the boyfriend. Like, kind of like a dad type thing. I'm a dad. I have 2 teenage daughters. So I understand. I'm just not more intimidating than Thanos. Maybe I should bring my Infinity Gauntlet next time they bring a guy home. Well, one of them brings a guy home. The other one brings a girl. But that would be funny. But before Thanos leaves, he goes, I like you. like he's approving, yeah, you can date my daughter type. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you have balls, kid. I like that. Like, yeah, you're gonna protect my daughter. And he disappears. He goes back to his big ship, and you see Thanos there with Gamora and Nebula. Nebula, when you first look, you just think she's just suspended in air. Then you get that side view going sideways. You realize he's fucking torn her apart, took parts of her off, and he tells, "Hey, listen, where's the I didn't find it, Father." No, you did here, and he used the stone to make her separate more and in pain, and she finally gave up and said, "I know where it is. It's on this." I've been trying to say it. I can't say the name of their planet. So they go to the planet. Now this is when I'm actually kind of like, I feel bad for Thanos. I'll explain why. Thanos and Gamora are going to the planet. All the people they meet Red Skull. Oh, yeah, I know. Right? Red Skull. Now, first I thought it was Death. That would have been great, but it's not. It was Red Skull. But he's what you would call like a spirit or a wraith. I would call him a wraith. But he was the guardian of the Soul Stone. The Soul Stone Okay. Alright. I'm back. I had to deal with something. The way it's kind of interesting is I saw this coming because you have to remember that she's his favorite daughter, favorite kid, favorite child. Alright. Thanos is it's like you want the Soul Stone, you have to give it a soul, basically. She thinks he won. They won. She thinks, oh, there's nothing you love, and oh look, you're crying. Why? Because you failed. No, he's crying because he knows he has to have you die, and he does not want to do that. That's why I'm saying Thanos is not your typical bad person, villain, okay? He has feelings. He's doing it for a purpose. Alright? Which I will get into. Thanos is very, I mean, it was heart-wrenching to watch. Even the second time. I mean, he's pulling her onto this ledge to throw her off in slow motion, and it's just like, like I said, you get those feels, and it's like, oh my god, I'm thinking about it and I'm upset. Yeah, and so he wakes up, first he goes, and he does it, and he goes to he wakes up, he has the Soul Stone. Now, he puts the Soul Stone in there. Now, my personal opinion about the Soul Stone, okay, is I think Gamora's trapped in there. I'm just saying. After that, he goes to Titan. He meets up with before that, sorry, I'm getting out of order. Before that, you see Captain America, Black Widow, and the Falcon save Vision and Scarlet Witch from Proxima Midnight and Corvus Clave, which is kind of cool. I mean, the fight. I mean, they said we're not going to kill you, but if we may make us, we're going to kill you. And they disappear, and then they get them back to Wakanda. And they're met up with War Machine, so they get them back to Wakanda, and they're going, listen, we're going to keep him here. You need to figure out, Shuri has to figure out how to get the stone out of his head. So while they're doing that, they're dealing with Thanos' ships are just smashing. The first ship just smashes right into the dome of Wakanda. The electrical shield dome, and just blows up. The other ones go on the outside of it. You see all these freaking things jump out, and they're literally killing themselves to go through this shield. Literally, they're burning themselves. They're burning their skin. They're losing limbs. And there's this big fight. Now you go back to Thor, Rocket, and Groot. They're in space. They're at the forge where the dwarf, who's not a dwarf, which is funny, Dinklage is in a big dwarf now. It's kind of funny. Like a giant dwarf. And then they make, now, which is cool, is they're looking for the handle. Groot and puts the hammer and the thing together, and he's hurting him. He takes his hand, boom, like, here's your handle, blah, 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 blah. They get back to Earth to coincide with that, but right now, you're dealing now with, at the place, you see Doctor Strange going through 14 million different outcomes. Alright? Only one of them will succeed. But it means he has to get all the Infinity Stones. Sad but true. So he gets the Time Stone. Alright? He's beating Pulp. They get it to where they're almost getting that gauntlet off, dude. They almost have the gauntlet off. The one plan they had, they almost got the gauntlet off. Peter, Star-Lord, goes, where's Gamora? Or Gamora. He's in pain. He's in emotion. The loss, he's in pain. What did you do to Gamora? He basically you killed her. And he just started punching him and punching him. Finally, they lost the grip. He got the Infinity Gauntlet still. They almost had it up. Almost. And he just decimates them. And he finally leaves. He goes to Wakanda now to get the Mind Stone from Vision. Scarlet Witch, it basically kills and destroys Vision, and to destroy the Mind Stone. And he goes, okay, and after you watching that, you're like, oh my god damn, he destroyed. Cool, he's not thinking, all right, he'll go now and he'll lose. Nope, after he kicks their asses, literally, you find out, again, why this guy is a badass. He kicks their asses. After he kicks their asses, he goes where Vision was standing. He activates the Time Stone in his thumb, and you're just going, oh, no. And you just see him reforming. Instead of blowing up, you see him unblowing up and reforming. He grabs him by the neck and just takes the Time Stone, or the Mind Stone, out from his freaking head and just kills him. He turns, instead of purple, he literally turned gray. And I kind of reminds me of Transformers, the movie back in the 80s. Alright, when Optimus Prime dies. He turned gray. He lost all of his color, turned gray. And I'm like, oh god, no. And then you look at Scarlet Witch and you're like, god damn, girl, why'd you have to go through that again? You know what I'm saying? You killed him, and now you seen him just get fucking tortured and killed. He gets the Mind Stone He puts the Mind Stone into the thing. Now he's totally going to just fuck shit up. And Thor comes back. He kicks everybody's ass one more time. Thor comes in with the Stormbreaker and just wham with the axe part right into his chest and pushes it in. And freaking Thanos goes, "You should have hit, mate. You should have went for the head." And it was over. And you just look and went, "No!" And I mean, in the theater, a lot of us went, "No!" And it happened. It was quite interesting. Because you have Thor going, "What did you do? What did you do?" And he looks around like, okay, and he disappears. And then you see him in a different, I want to say he was one of the ones that disappeared, actually. Or was going to disappear, or something. Because when he disappeared, he went somewhere before he disappeared. He goes, he sees young Gamora, Kid Gamora, and she asks him, Did you do it? What was the cost?" And he goes, "It was a very big cost." Meaning he had to kill her. Then you see Captain America, you see them, they're all, "Oh my God, where did he go? Where did he go?" Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden Bucky's like, "Steve," and he just starts disintegrating. Then you see Black Panther disintegrate. And then you just see Groot, and then you see this, and then you see this other person. And I'm like, oh shit. There's some of them that are totally wiped out of existence. Now, that's going to fall onto like the Netflix movies, shows. I hope Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I hope that's how they get rid of Coulson. Alright, and bring him back. Or it's going to have to affect the whole entire universe. So, it's going to be interesting. But that's how pretty much it ended. In a sad note. I mean, literally. And then you see Tony's still on Titan with Star-Lord, Drax, Mantis, and Karen's character. I'm trying to remember his name. The blue girl. And Nebula. And then all of a sudden you start seeing, and then he goes, "Did we lose?" "Yeah, you're disintegrating, dude. You lost." Everybody, and the heartfelt moment was when it was Spider-Man. And it brought me back to, it made me feel, and it actually was worse than when I felt when David Tennant said, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go." And he did it. He goes, "I don't want to go. What's going on? I don't want to die. I don't want to leave." And he just gets wiped out from existence. So it's only Tony and Nebula on Titan. Now, there's technology from when Titan was a flourishing civilization, which Thanos comes from, the Mad Titan. So he's probably going to build something to get him back to Earth. Or somebody's going to go get him. But Doctor Strange disappears. I mean, it's basically going to be the original Avengers in the last one. That's why I said I think it's going to be called Endgame. It's basically going to be them against Thanos and Captain Marvel. Okay? Talking about Captain Marvel. Now, my opinion, excuse me, My opinion is they're gonna have Captain Marvel and they're gonna have all this. I'm gonna tell you right now, the next Avengers they better have Coulson. All right, they better have Coulson in it. Him show up and introduce Captain Marvel, and them go, "Where have you? You're dead." No, I'm not. Yeah, you are. No, you're not. Um, Captain Marvel, she's gonna do some damage. She's gonna be powerful. She's gonna be this, blah blah blah. But like I said, that's how it ends. And then at the end credit scene, which honestly would have been really perfect if they didn't have one. Literally, if they were about to, it would have been great if they started like literally, and then it just and you see the screen disintegrate. That would have been awesome. Okay, that would have hit me more than it would have hit the feelings. You know what I'm saying? That would have been like, oh shit. Spoilers. I'm not gonna. Or not spoilers. Theories. I'm not gonna do for a while. I want to see what's out there. I want to see what Avengers or Agents of Shield's gonna do, because they're gonna have to tie in. Because you know Coulson's gonna be in Captain Marvel and Samuel L. Jackson, etc. So. Like I said, my Ant-Man review, trailer review is up. Check that out. My opinion on that is we need, after this, thank God it's not next month. It's going to take me a couple of months to process this, so. Alright, subscribe, subscribe, and share, please, and I'll catch you later. And hopefully you're still with me. Remember, you wiped out half the universe. Alright, catch you later. Bye.